Torch, when you talked about comparing Pierre-Luc with Zach last year, you know, when scouts are looking at guys, they're looking at their talent, but they're also trying to figure out what kind of people they are, and that's the hardest thing in the world to do, I know. When they get it right, how much easier does that make it on a coach when they've got the right personality and the right intellect to go along with the skills?
It's a huge part of, and it's the most difficult part. Scouting, that's a tough job. You're trying to, you can look at the skill set and differentiate from one to another as far as who has the skills and who's lesser. It's the mind and it's the maturity. You're looking at kids when they're 16, 17-year-olds projecting at such an age where they're changing every day. So for a scout to lock themselves in and try to find out about the character and the hockey IQ, that's the hardest part of the job, and it's probably the most important part of the job. But they can't be in their pocket every minute of the day to figure out what they're, so they have to do a lot of work as far as talking to other people, going to a lot of games, and it's really a great question, Bobby, and you should ask a scout how much work they put into, because hockey IQ is so important. We get all enamored by skill, but the player's dumb as a rock. You just don't know what's going to happen no matter how much skill he has. And so that hockey IQ is very important, and they do a lot of work in trying to figure that out.
John, have you ever put yourself in Jarmo's position a couple of years ago where the Finnish GM takes the stage at the draft where everybody in the world thinks the Finnish player is going to be picked, and he creates the first ooh and ah of the draft by taking not the Finnish kid?
Yeah.
The guts that takes.
Well, you guys know Jarmo. He's a hard-nosed Finn,
yeah.
And I think we're both hard-headed at certain times,
yeah.
and I think that's a good quality that he has. Listen, let me tell you something about Jarmo. He is, in the people I've worked with over the years, he is probably one of the top hockey evaluators that I've talked to. When we talk about players and he's forecasting and he's let me know about certain players, he's not wrong that often. He's a very good evaluator. But at the draft and when everybody's thinking it's going to happen that way, it takes a little bit of jam.
Yeah.
And it takes being comfortable in your skin because it's an easy second guess. And he's not too concerned about being second guess. He's trying to make the best decision for the hockey team, and no matter what comes his way, he lives with it. And, doesn't happen that often in our game sometimes. Everybody's a little worried about their little piece, and are they going to question me? And it's human nature to think that.
Sure.
But it takes a little bit of jam and balls to just, this is the best thing for the hockey team. We're going to go with it. And I'm sure he listened to all his people. He had some really good people talking about this, and he listened to his people and then makes the call.